Hi, it's John McLean speaking here. Great to be able to talk to you again. Great to be able to just share with you. Over the next 30 days, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to share with you how you can develop a good, strong online marketing business and some of the things that we need to take care of about ourselves and to be able to make it really happen for us. And so the first thing I want to share with you about is that we need to develop a dream so that we can overcome the fears of marketing online. Because we look at the internet, it's big, and we think, oh, this is frightening. I can never get my voice out there enough, and we become fearful of it and afraid of it. So today I want to look at how we can conquer our fears, because it really is the first step. Because we can become so afraid of it because it is so big. So I just want to share with you a story. There's a story of this man. He's driving down the road. He's on this farm road in the country. He drives past this farm, and a little bit down the road, he gets a flat tire. And so he's about 2 kilometres from the farmhouse, and he steps out of his car, and he opens up the boot, and he realises, oh, I don't have a jack. So he thinks, okay, well, the farmhouse is not far away. I'll walk down to the farmhouse, and I'm sure they will have a jack. So as he begins to walk, he starts to think about how the people are going to feel. It's night time, and how these people are going to feel about somebody knocking on their door at night time. And it starts to become really big in his mind that, and he imagines himself walking down the road and knocking on the door, and this is all in his imagination. And somebody, as he knocks on the door, somebody sticks their head out the window and says to him, "What do you want? This time of night, what do you want? What do you want?" So, and all this fear begins to develop. What are these people going to think? Well, I got a flat tire. And eventually he arrives at the house. And this is really built in his mind over the 2 kilometres that he walked. He knocks on the door, somebody opens the window, and he steps back and he says, "If that's the way you feel, you can stick your jack." See, someone once said that fear is false evidence appearing real. There's only really 2 fears that are inbuilt in us. One is falling. When you're a baby, we used to hold my baby. When you ever had this sense of falling, you'd throw his arms back. And the other one is when a loud noise comes, like boom. That sort of that scares you. We become afraid of loud sounds. But really, fear is such a false thing, and it can really build up in our minds, and it can really take over. So what I want to say to you today is that you need to make your dreams bigger than your fear. So if I was to say, hold up, and this is my Jamie Oliver book, hold up this book, and I hold up a pen in front of it. Now, if the pen is your dream and the book is your fear, then, hey, you're focused on the book, and, your dreams are nothing, and you really don't get too far. But if you do it the other way around, hey, you can't even see the pen, but you can see the book. If the book is your dream and the pen is your fear, then you have no fear. So it's important to be able to develop your dream and your purpose in life, and overcome your fears. And what way can we begin to overcome our fears with online marketing? We look at it and it's so big. It's so huge, and we think, man, I'll never be able to do anything on it. Well, that's not true. Point is that you can be heard. It's not as big as you think it is. And so first thing we need to do is we need to learn. We need to learn about it. We need to learn how to be an online marketer. The second thing is, once we've learned it, we need to do it. We need to get out and do it. So if we're not taking action, then it's going to overcome us. And we think, oh man, all this learning, and a lot of people just learn and don't do anything. There's all those people in university doing it. They learn and don't do anything. So we need to learn, but we need to go and take action. We need to get out there and do. And once we do it, because it's by doing it that you begin to have, hey, I can do this. I'm afraid of getting on videos and I'm afraid of speaking to you, but hey, here I am doing it. That's what we need to do. And the final thing is that we need to go and teach it to somebody else. And so, I wouldn't say that I'm great at doing all this stuff, but I'm getting on it and doing it. I want to teach you. And so the next thing we need to do is go and teach it. And that can really help us overcome our fears. If you're afraid of getting on a video, well, just do it more and more and become less afraid. If you have a fear of writing down things on paper, well, if you get on and do it, you develop it and you become less afraid. So that's the steps that you need to take to start to overcome your fear. We have a lot of fears around, I'm going to do all this stuff, but what are people going to think? That's easy to take care of, The way to take care of that is, when you're in a room, a lot of people, everybody's thinking, what are people going to think about me? Because everybody's thinking about what they're thinking about them and what everybody's thinking about them, and, yeah, all becomes nothing. So what I want you to do is start to begin to overcome your fears. And the big thing is that we need to develop our dream. We need to make our dream bigger than our fear. And by doing our dream, we can then start to overcome all these obstacles. We need to make our dream big. So this is what I want you to do. This is your little task, your first step in taking action. First step is to get a notebook and write down what your dreams are. You know how you can do that? Well, you need to think, okay, if money was no object, money was no problem, what would I want to do? Okay, you might have a dream about, hey, I want more for my children, or I want to send them to a school. Or you might have a dream about, hey, I want to travel the world. Or it may be a dream just to get another home. Our dream is to get a home. And we're on the way to doing that because we're taking action, we're learning and we're doing. So what you need to do is, I want you to get over the next 3 days, sit down, write down what you want and do it over a few days. Begin to journal about it, write about it. Okay, and then you'll step forward. So to overcome your fears of becoming an online marketer is begin to write down what you're doing. And you may even want to take a step and look on the computer and write it down on your computer as well. Writing it on paper really helps develop it really strongly though. So to do that. So this is John McLean signing off for today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we go into step 2. Bye.